I apologize, whoever's popping in. Who is that? Anybody? Whatever. I've got to get on my other phone here to see comments. There we go. Let's see. Hi, missed it. Dana Logston, maybe, and Richard. Glasses would be good here. Hi, Flo from Park and Cliff Guy. Thank you guys for joining us. And Tana and Greens. I can't get the rest of that. Daly and Kevin and Robert McDonald and T. Carpenter. Carl the Forgotten. Oh, Carl, you're not forgotten. And Scott and Hawpark and Beth and Marvin and Wendy and LGR and Arona Guy and Do Not. Hi, Harrison from Alabama. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. I am Gracie from Kentucky, so we're not too far apart. Well, actually, we're kind of far apart, but not that far. Thank you. Thank you, Harrison. Hi, Leaf Forluck and Ken Rabala and Anita Yates and Gary Cam. Hoopster from Ohio. Thank you for joining us. You know, my daughters live in Ohio, and I spent pretty much my entire adult life in Ohio until I moved here to Kentucky, which is actually where I was born. It's where my mom and dad were from. I moved here 5 years ago. You were born in Louisville? My son is in Louisville right now, as a matter of fact. I have one of my cousins and his wife live in Louisville, and I'm saying Louisville because people from Louisville call it Louisville, or people from Kentucky call it Louisville, not Louisville and not Louisville. But my son is there right now because they are taking my granddaughter to the Louisville Zoo for her birthday tomorrow. Hi, Top Dog and Frank James and Grandpa and Brain Smith and Kim Gwen. And that one I could not get. Northwest Ohio? Well, I've lived in a suburb of Columbus. My daughters live right outside of Lancaster. But I lived in Dublin, Ohio is where I lived. So I lived in the northwest part of Columbus. Thank you, Harrison. That is so sweet. People tell me I have a vibe. I don't know exactly what my vibe is, but I'm told I have one. I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, I love Dublin. You know, I used to say that about the only place you can go to the grocery store and have the pipers, you know, playing their bagpipes at the grocery store. And I did love the Dublin Irish Festival. And of course we have Muirfield and the Memorial Tournament. Oh, thank you. I think I kind of have a positive energy. I'm a pretty positive person for the most part. Hi, Daw Paul. I have no idea what that said. Britt Danielle, thank you. Or I think that's what it is. Thank you for joining us. I butcher people's screen names right and left. Hi, Tracy. Now, see, that one I can get. Alexandria, thank you. I have a niece named Alexandria. Hi, Angie Nichols and Colette. Thank you for joining us. And Ruth Stahl, thank you for joining us. And, hi, Zach. There's my buddy. Good to see you, sweetheart. You know what? I thought about you because my aunt gave me this really cool, it's kind of a sort of a corduroy black jacket, and it has it's got a collar and cuffs, and it has silver snaps down the front of it and on the cuff. And I was saying to myself that ooh, I'm gonna do a lip syncing video of a Zack Black song wearing this jacket. I don't know why it reminded me of you and Johnny Cash. I actually had it on because I was a little chilly when I first started, but then it was kind of bulky because it's a little bit big. I'm going to have to tailor it a little bit. And thank you, Zach. You have a very positive vibe too, sweetheart. And I have not been to Shep's live or your live. I'm in kind of a, I'm not, I say this, May is a bad month for me. It's a really bad month. And yeah, I don't know if I can lip sync. I'm going to try. I'm going to try because I've lip synced with other people's songs. Not, you know what I mean. And people who are actually singing on TikTok. And Zach, I got to tell you, hello, Bruce. Thank you so much. Hi, Smurfette. I'm going to try again. I've tried multiple times in my life to learn to play the guitar. I've tried taking lessons. I've tried teaching myself. And my son, Zach, I've told you that he plays guitar. He plays multiple instruments, and he's also a songwriter. But him and I were talking about it, and he's going to give me his favorite guitar. He told me don't go buy one this time because usually I go buy a guitar. And he said he's going to let me use his favorite guitar. And he told me a little secret, Zach, because, I'm trying to play by the way people tell me to learn. Here's the best way to learn, and here's... Did you just send me a rose, Zach? Thank you. Yeah, it looks like you. Here's what he told me. He said, Mom, don't do that. Do it like you do everything else. Like if I need to learn a new software or a new app or something, I just get in it and play. And I learn it my own way. That's what he told me. He said, don't sit down and start trying to learn tabs or do anything like that. Just take the guitar, sit there and play with it and learn it your own way. Because that's what he did. He took lessons and tried learning this method and that method. And he said it wasn't until he just sat down with it and he tried multiple times just like I have. Now, granted, he was 20 when he learned to play. And not 61, but I've never tried it that way before. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try that. and I'm just going to play with it. That's how I learned. I've taught myself to do a lot of different things, and that's how I do it. That I just play in it. And I say that about software and apps. I play software and apps like most people play video games because that's what it's like for me. And I think I might get it. Hi, Dino. What's birdport mean? I don't know what that means. That's not a real cat. Oh, no, that is not a real cat. That cat, it's a Siamese cat, and it's made by this company that makes very realistic, I think it's called Via Art. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. There's a couple of them. But that actually always sat in the chair in my bedroom, and that got replaced with a baby giraffe that I got for my birthday. Hello, JC. Thank you for joining us, sweetheart. And Sonora from Georgia. And Santa. Okay, I say that again. She must work. I don't know what. Hi, Sammer. Thank you for joining us. Where do I come from? Well, I come from Kentucky. I was born about 2 miles, if that, from where I live right now, but I just moved back here 5 years ago. I spent the majority of my adult life in Dublin, Ohio, and I've lived all over. My dad was career military, so I was in the military till I was 18 years old. And I've lived all over the place. I went to high school in Stuttgart, Germany. We also lived in Nuremberg, Germany. Most of my childhood was spent in Texas, actually San Antonio and Waco, Texas, and lived in Maryland, Pennsylvania. I think that's about it. But anyway. So, Zach, I'm going to try that. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's sort of how Zach explained it to me. My Zach. My Z-A-C-H, Zach. um, but yeah, that's... He's like, Mom, you can do it. You're going about it the wrong way, because I did. I tried using, and I'm the kind of person, and I, there's a theory now that actually backs me up on this called Strength Finder. If it doesn't come as naturally to me, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of effort struggling with it, because there are too many things that I can do that just come naturally to me. It's like when I started using a computer. That came so naturally to me, it made perfect sense to me. But things that I struggle with, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time struggling with them, because I'm going to do the things that come naturally to me. Now, Strength Finder, I think it's called Strength Finder 2.0. That's the theory, to focus on your strengths. Don't spend a whole lot of time struggling and swimming upstream to do things that you don't have natural ability for. And they use the example of the movie Rudy, or the story Rudy, about the young man who wanted to play football at Notre Dame, and so he worked so hard, and it was, I think he was kind of small or something. I can't remember the story that well, but anyway, the book talks about that, and what if he would have picked something with that kind of grit and determination and tenacity, if he would have put all that energy into something that he had a natural gift for, how incredible he could have been at that. Oh, your husband is in the military as well. Hi, Katie. Hi, Katie. And hi, Becky. And JC, I see you. That is a great movie, isn't it? It's been so long since I've seen it. But anyway, okay, Zach, I am going to do that right now. Zach, I am going to do that right now, because my moderators are becoming less frequently. There you go, Zach. There you go, Shelly. You got more help now. Zach, if you haven't met my mod DJ Shelly Shell, and Shelly's actually one of my real life friends. Yeah, Zach, my dad was a recruiter in Latrobe, because if you're career military, you have to serve a stint, a 3-year stint as a recruiter. My dad was a recruiter in Latrobe. We actually lived in Trafford. I went to Trafford Middle School there. It wasn't too far from Pittsburgh, because we used to go to Pittsburgh a lot. But anyway, but that I was actually going to talk about Strength Finder tonight. I had that in my mind, talking about Strength Finder, and I don't know why, but my number one strength is learning. That is what that is my strength. And there's a book you can buy on Amazon called Strength Finder. And when you buy the book, it gives you a code, and there's a test that you can take, and it'll tell you your top 10 strengths. And anyway, you can get that for free, because the code, like I said, the code comes with the book. And I think if you do a Kindle version or something, I'm sure they send you the code with it, so you can go online and do that. And if you want to, you can pay more money and get all of your strengths, but there's not really much point to that. But it's worthwhile. And it does, the theory is, and see, that's kind of how I've been about music, because I love music so much. And the thing about it, here's the example that I had. The people in my family, my dad, my brother, my grandfather, these people, I took organ lessons when I was very young. My brother was 4 years younger than me, and my dad bought me one of those organs, with the 2 keyboards and all of that. And I'd been taking lessons for I don't know how long and couldn't play a lick, and my 4 or 5 year old brother sits down at it and he just could play. He was always like that, and that's how my dad was. He could just play. And because it didn't come like that to me, I thought, well, I'll never be as good as they are. I'll never be able to play as well as people that have a gift. And I just kind of think like that. I think, somebody taught me a long time ago to find something that you're the best at, that you can do better than anybody else, as far as you know. And when I thought about playing the guitar or music, I thought, there's no way I'm going to be the best at this, so there's no point to doing it. Well, now that I'm older, and I think about it a little bit differently, not a whole lot differently. It is, Zach. And Zach, you haven't heard me talk about Myers-Briggs before. Have you ever taken a Myers-Briggs test? Because you're talking. What made me think of that is because you were talking about Jungian theory. I'm a Jungian. That was where most of my leadership and coaching training is based on Carl Jung's theories. And the Myers-Briggs test, it's a personality test, and you can take it online for free. I'll send you a video of mine that's got the not a link, but a web address in it, because there's a bunch of them out there. And unfortunately, you spend the time and take the test, then they want to email you and all of this stuff. And the one that I have, you don't have to do that. It's truly free. And now you can pay and get more information, but you can read about it yourself. You don't really need to do that. Is that Diane? No, it isn't. But anyway, you can learn so much about yourself from Myers-Briggs. It's a true aha moment, I think, for a lot. Now, for everybody, some people don't, and you can predict that by your personality type. But it is based on Carl Jung's theories, and there's a lot of things out there now that kind of poo-poo it, but I will tell you this. I worked in a place, just my friend DJ Shelly Shell still works there, where everyone who worked there was given a Myers-Briggs test. So I knew the Myers-Briggs personality type of most people, of the people that I worked with. And it is a very valid test, and it is a very useful thing to know about yourself. And especially in a work environment, you can predict, and I use that, and Shelley, cover your ears, but that's how I put teams of people together, was based on Myers-Briggs personality types, because there's some people, personality types, that are not going to be able to work well together. And there's some that will just smooth as silk. And there are certain personality types that you only want one of them on a team, and because otherwise you're going to have a problem. And hi, Big John. Hi, Big John. I'm not going to sing you a song. Zach, last week when Big John came on, I confused him with Big Al, and I'm sitting here carrying on about what a great singer he is. and then he said, I can't even sing Itsy Bitsy Spider or something like that. Yeah, Big John. Now see, I will never forget you because of that. I know, I thought you were Big Al. I did not. That's not exactly correct. I didn't think you were Big Al. And if you remember, I was pretty sick last week. I'm gonna play that card. I was pretty sick last week, and I saw the name Big John, and I knew I met you on somebody else's live. And then when I looked from down here back up here, all bets were off, and I went with Big Al. He does. We were talking about him last week, Zach. I don't think you were here while we were talking about him, about that song that he did, The Last Kiss. And you know, you guys were calling it a Pearl Jam song. Well, we know it's not a Pearl Jam song. It was done by, Hank Cochran in 1961, the year that I was born, actually. And I was talking to Diane about it, and I'm going to try to lip sync Big Al's version of that song. I've only done, I think I might have done two new videos, because remember, you guys, I have a lot of videos in drafts, plus all of my videos are in my private, whatever you call that, folder, whatever, because all my videos get posted privately before I pull them into CapCut and do my little things that I do to them. And anyway, I did, what is that song? I can't even think of it. Oh my Lord, it's the Guess Who's, These Eyes. Shep actually inspired me to do the song These Eyes. I did that, and I did Take Me to the River with John, for a duet with John Capoeira, but I did that video laying in bed because I didn't feel very well, and I laid in bed and did that. And you can't really tell that I'm laying in bed because I crop it in a way that you can't see that. Oh, Big John, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. And thank you, and we'll be thinking about you. Thank you so much for coming, but get your rest. Motorcycles are just dangerous. I know that sounds like a grandma talking, but I'm thinking they're just dangerous. Yes, I heard you talking about it on your live. You were talking about, the collective. You were actually saying the collective consciousness, and it's actually the collective unconscious. But I do that too. When I'm live, I go back and listen to my live replays. I'm like, what? I change all kinds of words. I'm like, God, people probably think I'm an idiot. And they might be right. Yeah, I was. I was there. And I heard you talking about that, and because thank you, Zach. Thank you, Zach. LSFJ. There is no L, Shelly Belly. Shelly Belly, are you an ISFJ? Is that what you were trying to write? An ISFJ? Wow. Ooh. I have not known many ISFJs, Shelly. That's a, ooh. What are you, like, how they have a brief description. I don't know that I've had very many. Yeah, it can't be. It's either an I or it's either an E or an I. You're either an E or an I because you're either an extrovert or an introvert. I would bet that you're an I. Because don't you get your strength from being alone rather than being in a group? I mean, you're not particularly introverted, but it really isn't, that's not really, people think that's what extrovert and introvert means. It means that to some extent, but that's not really it. It's where you get your energy from, whether you get your energy from being alone or with other people. And I am extremely extroverted. I am an ENFP. And oh, okay. So you're talking about, Zach, I just read what you wrote. So you're talking about something different. And I got that because I haven't looked into it, because I've never heard of that 5D thing that you were talking about. But it reminded me, and I'm trying to think of the name of the book, and there's actually a brilliant movie about it. And that's what it reminded me of, and I cannot for the life of me think, oh, that drives me crazy. I can't even think of the actor's name that was in it, and I can't look it up because I'm on my other phone. Well, actually, I could. Hang on, people. I'm not going to be able to... Hi, Gizmo. Hi, Sweetie Pie. Conversations with God? Nope, that's not it. Hang on a second, Zach. I won't be able to read comments. Shelly, Ram Jam. And Zach, I will tell you what that means in a minute. No, it didn't have John Travolta in it. You're talking about Phenomena. Is what you're talking about, Hank. And that is a great movie. But nope, that's not it. Hang on. Hi. Hi, Tom. Hi, sweetheart. I haven't seen you forever. Hello, sweetheart. Tom, you have a whole lot of people. Shelly, will you do me... Oh, daggone it. I don't even know how to tell you to look it up, Shelly. Crap. If I could get up and go to the bookshelf, I could pull the book off the bookshelf, but I want the movie, and the movie's called the same thing. I know, sweetheart. I'm so excited for you. I am so excited for you, Tom. That is phenomenal. And I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Hang on a second. I'm not going to be able to read comments. Zach, you and Shelly take care of comments because I'm going to go off for a second. I got to look something up. Because I want the name of that movie because it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And it reminded me very much of that 5D thing you were talking about, Zach. But I love that. The collective conscience. I love it. Because I just thought you were just misspeaking like I so often do. Hang on. I know how to figure out the movie. It's a kind of a roundabout way. Let's see. Let's see. You guys talk amongst yourselves there for just a second. This is important to me. Okay. I gotta figure out. Got to figure out something here. I'm sorry, I can't talk and do this at the same time. And I'll tell you what I'm doing in a second, how I'm finding this. Vin, that's his name. Okay. John Hurd. Okay. Now I know the actor. Now he's dead. I didn't know that. Movies. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I've got his movies up. Because I knew one actor that was in it, but I didn't know his name. But I knew that he played Vin on The Sopranos, so I knew I could find it that way. Oh, I wish I could. The movie's about to come to me. Just a second. Gosh, that guy's in a lot of movies. I didn't know he was in that. Mind Walk. 1990. Shelly, can you type Zach, you or Shelly type that into comments? But it's called Mind Walk. And it was made in 1990. And apparently I gotta go back here. I gotta get back on my live to read comments. But Shelly, would you do that for me? Type Mind Walk 1990 movie. That's it. That movie is absolutely phenomenal. And it sort of reminded me of, and I haven't looked into the 5D thing yet, Zach. I haven't read anything about that. It kind of, I had a notion as to what you were talking about, but I love that, the collective conscience. That's really good. Hi, Carol Pitts. Thank you, Zach. And here, Zach, this is great. How did we end up doing this? Oh, because I started talking about Strength Finder, learning to play the guitar. And my whole theory and reason that I put that away so many times. I've tried multiple times in my life. Last time I tried to teach myself was probably about 8-9 years ago, somewhere around there. Went and bought myself what did I buy? I think I bought a Gibson guitar because I want a good guitar. I think I bought a Gibson and then was at the music store again and decided I liked this Yamaha guitar better, and I think I traded that back and got a Yamaha, but I ended up selling it. Hi, Sean the Rapper. Hi, Sean. Has anybody seen Diane yet? Hi, Vinny. Oh, Vinny. Vinny Barbarino. That's great. Yeah, I understood that, Zach. I did understand that 5D, but thank you for writing it for other people that are interested in it. I did know that's what you were talking about. But it didn't sound familiar to me. It didn't sound like anything I had read before. But that movie is called Mind Walk. Hang on a second. I'm going to go off of comments for another second. Apologize because some people don't like movies. Let's see. And there's a book. Mind Walk was based on a book. And I want to get the title of the book if you guys will type that for me when I find it. Where does it say? I'm trying to see. Trying to see. The Turning Point. The Turning Point. It's based on The Turning Point, a nonfiction book by Fritjof Capra. It's The Turning Point, and it's the author's name is Fritjofcapra. I mean, two separate words. Fritjof. I don't think I'm saying that right, but Capra, and the name of the book is The Turning Point. So if you would rather read than watch the movie, then that's the name of the book. But I love that. I love that so much. Now I got to get back on here. But, yeah. Hi, Richard. Hi, Richard. Hi, Jay. Hi, Jay. Simple Living. How are you? Thank you, Zach. Thank you. And thank you for being another moderator so that Shelly has some help. We do have a few here now. And Zach, real quick before you go, Ram Jam is our code word for somebody that needs to be shown the door. When I say Ram Jam, they look through comments and they see the one that's got to go. Love you, sweetheart. I'll see you on your live. Bye. Oh, good, Jay. Good. Hi, Kaza. Kaza, you guys know Kaza Ferg. That really is my granddaughter. Got it. Love you, Zach. See you soon. Bye-bye. I got to tell you something else, too, Zach. I'll tell you next time. Hello, Kazaray. Is Ryan with you as well? Oh, ow. I need a drink of coffee, peoples. And I swiped off comments here. Yeah, Ram Jam. When you hear, Hank, when you hear me say Ram Jam, it means somebody is being inappropriate. And that's my moderator, because I don't like to call attention to them. So I don't want to say their name. I don't want to call any attention to them. I'm giving them more attention right now than I should be. I don't want to do that, so we have a code word. So when you guys hear me say Ram Jam. Hi, Ryan. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for coming with Kaza to my live. Kaza, I'm sorry. I have a last minute thrown together hairdo because my hair is out of control, and so I just pulled it back with a barrette, and this is what we got. And then I'm like, what's going on with this? And it reminded me of, I'm like, oh, I got the Amber Heard thing going on here. If anybody watched any of that trial, I have been watching. Hi, Jim Curley and Eric and Clay. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much. I am kind of vain about my hair. Even though I have, you guys probably heard me say this before, I've gone through phases before where I've just had enough of it, and I get out the clippers and put them on about a number 3, and off it all comes. I've done that 3 times. Actually, 3 times in the last 10 years, I've done that. And, yeah, Carol, my granddaughter Kaza is saying that, yeah, my hair is not naturally this color, as you guys, I've told you guys this before. My natural hair color is black, and I don't mean dark brown, I mean black, just like my dad. But my hair now is mostly gray, so it's much easier to keep it blonde, and my daughters do not like me having gray hair. They don't like it. They tell me that it makes me look 20 years older, and they don't like it. My granddaughter Kaza, her hair looks pretty much just like this, only hers is naturally this color because her mother, my daughter Jessica, is the blonde. And that came from her daddy's side of the family. Hello, Linda. Girl, you are taking video making to a whole new level with some of your videos now. You always have, but now you've stepped it up a few more notches. I absolutely love that. Just when I think, wow, and then you, bam, blow that right out of the water. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Any of you guys who are not, my hair grows really, really fast, Smurfette. I will tell you this, 2 years ago, my hair was here. And I've had it trimmed. I've probably cut this, altogether, probably a foot off of it over that 2 years too. It grows really, really fast. Well, I can tell you about how fast it grows. It grows about somewhere between 3/4 of an inch and an inch a month, because I can tell by my roots that and Kaza's hair grows really fast too. Kaza and Jessica both. But anyway, what am I looking for? Okay, I'm trying to catch up on comments. Let's see. Oh, I'm not being kind. Hi, Burn Batten. Hi, sweetheart. I don't think I know you, but hello and welcome. Welcome. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. Your video, I've stolen a lot of stuff from you, I think. I think I've stolen from you. Thank you, Jay, for sending me likes. Jay, I sent the promo. I sent it to Trudy. And I'm going to tell you guys something that's kind of funny. Probably not that funny. But I actually did that promo in the middle of a tornado warning. The sirens had just gone off. They had stopped going off. Because, and I called my Aunt Iva to ask her if she was in the basement. And I've got to drive about 20 minutes to get to a house that has a basement, because people here don't really have basements. But my Aunt Iva does have a basement, so we all go there because nobody else has a basement. Zach's house doesn't have a basement. My cousin Brian's house doesn't have a basement. So we all go to Iva's, but Zach and Whitney and the kids are in Louisville at my cousin Walt's, because he lives in Louisville, and they're going to go to the zoo tomorrow for Zoe's birthday. Hi, Elena. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. So good to see you. Okay, Smurfette. If not, I will. Smurfette, I gotta tell you too, real quick. Did I miss the live already? I don't know what's wrong with me. When I saw that video, the 8 o'clock live from Laura, the one that she was going to have, was that last night that you guys had that? Because I'm lost. But anyway, you can send me a message. Love you, and if you don't make it back, I will see you, hopefully on Monday. Hi, Sean. Hi, Sean Wales. Thank you so much. Thank you, Linda, for sending me likes. Clem, I am from Kentucky. You go get your shower, make dinner. Love you too, sweetheart. Love you, Tom, if you're not already gone. Love you. Tom is actually my TikTok son. I have a few of those. Oh, tell him I said hello. Please tell him I said hello, and I miss him very much. I miss him so much. Hi, Julius. Thank you for joining us. Is he doing okay, Linda? Can I ask that? Can you tell me that? Hi, Sim Remark. I don't know what that says. Anyway. Where is Diane? She probably didn't come because I said something about her going in the box. Now, as my Zack always says, now we have another Zack. Oh, you were fishing. I interrupted your fishing with a live promo. Not nice. Not very nice. Oh, no. Has he been in the hospital all this time, or did he get it? Because I thought he got out, but now he's back. Oh, no. Well, please give him my love. There's Alexis. How is he all right? I mean, did he? What? I'm sure Alexis and Michael will not care, but my son, right before I went live, my son-in-law, Michael, just had hip surgery. It's my daughter Alexis's husband, Michael. He had just had hip surgery, and they went to dinner, and he had to be taken out of the restaurant by the squad because he went in the bathroom, and apparently the floor was wet, and down he went right on his hip that he just had surgery on. Now, mind you, he is only 34 years old, but, he does have some pretty serious problems like that, and some of them stem from an injury that he got while he was deployed in Iraq when he was about 18 or 19 years old. Yeah, thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. Yes. Well, he's Alexis. She is just like her mother and her brother. If anybody I'm not reading that comment out loud. That's exactly the kind of thing I said. But yeah. And if you guys are sending him prayers, you can also thank him for his service, because that's primarily where most of his injuries came from. And he gets to go home Monday. I'm talking to my other friend, Al. Okay, good. I hope he didn't break anything. I hope he hasn't done any damage. Maybe he just bruised it. And I hope those people at the restaurant at least didn't make you pay the bill. Did you see that? Alexis Carol Pitts said thank him for his service. They charged you for the meal? Are you kidding me? Why did you pay it? You hadn't even gotten your food yet. I'm a BI. Yeah, there's no way I would have done that. I mean, that's the least they could do. He fell in their bathroom floor because it was wet. They could have at least done that. And no, Shelley, there was no wet floor sign up. There was no wet floor sign up. I already know this story because Alexis and I were on the phone right before I went live. No, I'm just saying, hi, Jay. There's another Jay. $148. And they didn't, you still paid that. Yeah. Well, I don't know what you were supposed to do, Alexis. What are you, let them call the police because you refused to pay the bill when the paramedics are taking your husband out of the bathroom? Somehow I think they might have seen it your way. Call one of those if I... Shelley's telling you to look on TV or in the yellow pages and find yourself an ambulance chaser. Oh my God. I cannot believe the guy was actually laughing. Shelley, they were at okay, here's what we're going to do. What was the name of the restaurant, Alexis? What was the name of the restaurant? It was a Japanese steakhouse, right? Which Japanese steakhouse was it? We're going to do that. Which Japanese steakhouse? There you go. I can't pronounce that word. There you go. Shelley, you see the name of the restaurant? What city was that in, Al? It's not the same city you live in, is it? If it is, don't say. Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. And again, please send Tommy my love and tell him maybe I'll get to see him when he gets out of the hospital. And what I may do, Linda, if it's all right with you, I will DM you my phone number so you can give it to him because he doesn't have my phone number. I've never talked to him on the phone, but I'll DM it to you and you can give it to him if he wants to call me. Oh, it is? Okay, Alexis, and you don't have to say that. But Tommy is one of my TikTok friends, and he's been in the hospital for a very, very long time. He got out for a while, and then he had to go back in. He's the one that I did, remember those videos that I did that were kind of like 50s kind of things? He's the one that I did those videos for. Crowdsource. Shelley, you're still only number 2. You're still only my number 2 viewer. Have you not surpassed? What is with this? Have you not surpassed me? Alexis, Shelley's my number 2 viewer, and I'm my number 1. I'm my own number 1 viewer from my other account. Hi, Julius Murphy. Thank you for joining us. Crowdsource. I know I should know what that means, Shelley, but I don't. I can't think. Crowdsource. Why is my mind going blank? I don't know why my mind is going blank. But anyway. And Alexis, why are you asking me who's Tommy? Why did you ask me who's Tommy? Oh, Lord. Is Michael still screaming and yelling, or have they given him something to get rid of the pain? Did you see, Alexis, what Shelley wrote? Crowdsource is a movement to get the dinner money back. Crowdsource is a way for you to get your $148 for the dinner that you didn't even get to eat back. Oh, because you were just wondering. Yeah. Tommy is one of my really good TikTok friends. And he's very, very sick. And has been for quite some time. Hi, Country Hot Wheel. And oh, I can't do it. I was going to say something, Alexis, about somebody else, but I better not. He's doing okay. He's under strict restrictions to not. Oh, you're at the. You let them take him to the hospital where you work? Oh, I'm just kidding. That makes perfect sense. Of course, they took him there. What is wrong with this rogue piece of hair? Oh my God. Keeps falling in my face, making my nose itch. Well, I guess that's what you get when you throw together a hairdo without even looking in the mirror. Not to embarrass and not bring him back. Not bring him back. Did they tell you not to ever bring him back again? Oh, Lord. That was the closest hospital anyway, wouldn't it? It would have been the closest. Hi, Judge Jan. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Shelley, guess what? In July, I'm going to the Dominican Republic for a week. What's the name of the place, Alexis? Write the name of the place, because I couldn't possibly say that. I can't wait to tell Dalbert. I think Dalbert is I think he's from around where that place is, because him and I talked about it. He asked me where you were when you were in the Dominican. And I told him, and I think he's from, Punta Cana. I don't know how to say that. I'm not good with foreign words. This accent does not fare well with foreign words. Punta Cana. Punta Cana. It's that same place that you and Michael went to last year when Carter stayed with me. Right? I wore that purse out that you brought me from there. Thank you, Al. I'm excited. It's in July, Shelley. We're going to go in July. Kona. Punta Cana. Punta Cana. Is that right? Hi, B10 aching. No. I'm sure it's not. I'm not going to be able to say that. I can't say words very well. Chicken salad. Is that a ram jam, Shelly Belly? Somebody commenting chicken salad. Hi, Neil Mason. Cana. Well, you wrote Kona. Cana. Punta Cana. Okay, now did I get it right? Punta Cana. Oh, my Lord. Hi, Jimmy Holder or something. Hi, Will Ramsey. Thank you for joining us. What you wrote? Cana. Oh, my Lord. I'll do that thing where I Google it and I'll get Delbert to teach me to say it. How's that? He's supposed to call me soon. I'll get him to teach me to say it. Hello, Tyrone Henry from East Tennessee. What city is East Tennessee? I have no idea about East West, and those things are annoying to me. I mean, I don't. That's, you know what, I'm saying that sounds kind of ditzy. I actually do know. I have ways of knowing. Like, I know the sun comes up in this window, so that means that's east. The sun goes down on that end of the house, so I know that's west, and then that makes this north and this south. So I do know, but I don't know what East Tennessee is. Johnson City! Shelley, Tyrone Henry is from Johnson City. The company that Shelley and I, or that I used to work for, and Shelley still works for, we had a plant in Johnson City, Tennessee. And I will tell you, it was right next to the Kennametal plant in Johnson City. And the company that, I'm not going to say the name of the company because Shelley still works there. But so yeah, Tyrone Henry, we are very familiar with Johnson City, Tennessee. I never went there. I actually have never been there, but Kona. Punta Cana. Is that it? Why are you don't do a very good job of the phonetic spelling, Miss Spelling Bee champion. You're not. Punta Cana. Wait a minute. What, did I have it right? Punta Cana. No, Punta Cana. Punta Cana. Well, I will get Dalbert to teach me to say it right. There was something else I was going to talk about, and I do not remember. Well, Zack Black got us on the whole Strength Finder. I think it was, yeah, because it was, Alexis, I'm going to learn to play the guitar. Zach's going to let me borrow his favorite guitar, and I'm going to learn to play the guitar because Zach told me the secret. Now I know the secret, so I can learn to play the guitar. I can't read. You've spelled it 3 different ways. Which one of those is right? Punta Cana. Punta Cana. Is that right? Shelley's trying to spell it phonetically for me. Punta Cana. Con. Oh my God. People popping in here probably think, what the who? What kind of crazy live is this? Okay, trying to get me to get it right. Did I get it right with Shelley's? Yeah, I'm not good at learning. I don't put much effort into learning foreign languages because they don't sound good with this accent. Okay. The one language that I do know some Spanish, but the one language that I know the most is, of course, German. Okay, tell me how this sounds. Auf Wiedersehen. Does that not sound hideous? Dankeschön. Wie heißt du? Wie geht's? Does that sound good with this accent? No, it doesn't. That's why I don't speak foreign languages. Con. You're saying con. Ugh! Cone. You know what it is, Shelley? What were you making fun of me about before? Shampoo? And I got it. When I went back and listened to the live replay, I understood because I say shampoo, not shampoo. I see I can't even say it the way you guys do. Shampoo. And you were laughing at me about saying shampoo, and I'm like, what's her problem? And then when I hear it on the live replay, I know that's not how you guys say it. You run it all together, where I accent it out. Who muted me? Okay. Neil Mason, you think it was ignorant to mute you for 5 minutes? Well, let's see how you feel about being blocked permanently, Shelley. Show him the door. Don't call my moderators ignorant. Shelley. Thank you. Jeez. Come in here, comment some dim-witted thing, and then are offended that you get what? And why was he only muted for 5 minutes? Why wasn't he out of here? I'm kidding about that, Shelley. But yeah, I don't know. He just came in here and made some ignorant remark that I don't like that, and we have learned that when they come in here and they do that, it's only going to go downhill from there. So it's better to just get them out of here right from the word go. We don't play with that. Oh, you didn't mute him? I don't know who muted him. No, I didn't block him. Shelley did. Oh, Shelley, you didn't block him? Who blocked him? Somebody did, because he's gone. Well, anyway. Hi, Ty Too Big. Hi, sweetheart. I just now saw your comment. I just now saw your comment because I'm not really paying close attention. All right, let me get back down here. Shelley, are you saying you didn't block him? Oh, you did now, but I don't know who muted him. I have no idea who muted him. Maybe Carol. Carol's got a softer touch. Carol may have muted him. But anyway, somebody muted him. But too much time talking about that. Hi, Simonese. Thank you for joining us. And Sniffy, or I'm so sorry. Sometimes when I butcher people's names, it's just so bad. It's Smiffy. Smiffy. Hi, Mr. Chen and A Hart. Thank you for joining us. We are at 2,800 likes. Good job. Good job. Oh. Sometimes, I was just sitting here and I'm embarrassed because people, I don't know what it is, but some people just bring out the worst in me. I'm telling you. That just really irritated me when I read that. Somebody saying that was just ignorant to mute them for 5 minutes. Oh my God. I might need to grow a thicker skin, maybe. But thank you, Shelley, for sending likes. Oh, my Lord. There was something I was going to talk about. Oh. Well, okay, I talked about the tornado. Lexus, we had tornado warnings. The sirens were going off. And I was saying that about how last time we had those tornadoes and we were all hunkered down in the basement at Iva's house, the roof got blown off of Whitney's sister's house. But hi, Jerry Greer. Thank you for joining us. I wish I could remember what it was I was going to talk about. I have absolutely nothing. Oh, I know. I was going to talk about the butter making because I've been making butter. Now, Iva has already churned it. Churn is a bit much. We make butter in the blender. You make it in the blender now. There's no butter churn. You throw it. And anybody that wants to make homemade butter, you can buy heavy whipping cream, put it in your blender for about 8 minutes, and the butter will separate from it, and then you drain off the milk, and then you just keep rinsing it. In fact, I have a video. I did a video a couple of years, 2 or 3, probably about 3 years ago, of making butter, and I put it on my YouTube channel. And as most of you know, my YouTube channel is linked to my TikTok profile, and I don't know why I'm pointing up here because it ain't up there, but my YouTube channel is linked to my TikTok profile. You go there, look in my playlist, and there's a playlist called TikTok Mentions, and I put not only my milking video, or milking, there, I put the milking video of my Aunt Iva milking the cow, that the milk that I made the butter came from, and I put the video of the butter making. And then there's also a little thing that I did at the end of it to make this gift, make some homemade butter and give it to people as gifts. I will tell you, it would be less expensive to just buy yourself some Kerrygold butter. I like Kerrygold Irish butter. But probably not. I don't know. I'd have to, because heavy cream is it's pretty close to $4 a quart. And I don't know how much butter a quart would make. Not a lot. I can tell you that. He sat here for 5 minutes to come back and say, what an idiot. Say that, what an idiot. Stop with the snow cream. That snow cream was delicious. I got in an argument with my uncle about that snow cream because he said, you don't put salt in snow cream. I'm like, yes, you do. You put a pinch of salt in it. You put some salt in when you're making the butter too. It is very similar, isn't it? Only the snow cream I stirred by hand. But what you do, I mean, this is cream that came from Flossie, and I actually call her Mossy in the video, but it's Flossie and Bossy are the 2 cows. And my Aunt Iva took the heavy cream from the cows, and how you get, do you know that what you actually milk out of, why I'm doing hand gestures like that, I don't know. The milk that you get out of a cow is actually half and half. That's what comes out of a cow, is half and half. Hello, Brenda. We're talking about cows and milking and making butter now. I think I'm a farm woman now. I did send my friend Alexis, my friend in Albuquerque, I did send them a message that said I'm drawing the line at egg gathering because there's not going to be any cow milking in my future. But I am starting to turn into a farm woman. An indoor farm woman. But anyway, when you get the half and half, out of the cow, because it's not actually milk that comes out of the cow, it's half and half. You set that aside, and then the cream will rise to the top. Well, then you pour off, what you pour off of that is milk, like you would buy at a store, the red kind, whole milk. And then here, what rises to the top is heavy cream, or what sometimes is called heavy whipping cream. So you take that heavy whipping cream and you put it in a blender for about 8 minutes, and it turns into butter. And then the butter separates out, and the milk that's left, because all the fat is going to separate out when you keep, because you'll beat it to the point where it'll look like whipped cream, and then you keep going, and if you keep going, now you've got butter. So then you drain that milk, which is called buttermilk. You drain that milk off of it, now you've got the butter. Then what you do is you keep pouring really cold water into the blender and blend it up just for a few seconds. Rinse that off, and you keep rinsing it until the water, you're never going to get the water clear, but until the water's pretty close to clear. And then you kind of have to smash that water out of the butter. You kind of press it, keep pressing it, and then the water comes out, and you just keep doing that, because if you don't get all the water out when you freeze it or when you put it in the refrigerator, it gets like really, really rock hard. And then I learned another trick, is if you want it to be smooth, what you have to do is put it in the refrigerator, let it harden up, take it out, let it melt again, stir it, put it back in the refrigerator, let it harden up again, take it out again. You do that about 3 times, and the more you do that, the smoother it gets. So anyway, for anybody who would like to put all this effort into making something that you could just buy some Kerrygold butter and it would be probably even better. But I think it's a cool thing to show kids how to make butter. But for anybody who's interested, again, why am I pointing? My YouTube channel connected to my TikTok profile, and again, the playlist. And that's what I always do. Anytime I mention something that it may not be one of my videos, it may be somebody else's video or something that I want you guys to see, I have a folder or a playlist created on my YouTube channel called TikTok Mentions. So you can see my Aunt Iva milking. I will tell you that milking video took 2 days to make. Oat milk. Yeah, I do too, Shelly. I like almond milk too. Oh, Jessica. I just got a text from Jessie. Anyway. And tomorrow, what am I doing tomorrow? Oh, so that's what I was doing. I was making butter today. In fact, hold on, and I'll go get a little bowl of butter, because there's, what I do is I leave it setting out, and it kind of weeps the water. I was calling it sweats, but that really doesn't sound real good going with food. So now I call it weeping. And so I fold a paper towel and put on top of it, and it kind of pulls more of the water out of it. Anyway, I will be right back. Here is a bowl, and it's one bowl of butter. And when I put it in the bowl, I will stir it again, and it'll be smoother looking. It actually has the imprint of the paper towel on it right now. That's why it looks like that. But anyway, so, and guess how much butter I have to make for my Aunt Iva. Again, she's already churned it, in the blender. It's already made, but the hard work The really hard work is the rinsing, because you got to keep rinsing and putting it back in the blender and putting ice water, very cold water, not necessarily ice water, back and forth and back and forth. I think those 2 bowls that I got done, I probably rinsed and blended probably 40 times. Because I like to, if you don't get all the milk out of it, it can sour. If you get all the milk out of it, butter will keep. You know how long butter will keep, but if you don't get all the milk out of it, it won't last very long. It'll smell like soured milk. But it is delicious. And I like oat milk, and I like the oat milk better than the almond milk, Shelley. I was using almond milk, but now I do like the oat milk. But, and, I didn't talk about that. Is Alexa still here? How can I tell? No. Hi, Dee Dee. I didn't see you here. And Lavada Click, and Monroe Wessler, and Radio Pilots, and Robert. But anyway, Alexis isn't still here, so I don't need to talk about that. But, yeah, Shelley, I need to lose another 10, if not 15 pounds. I just saw my cardiologist in that, I have to drive an hour on Monday. And I do need to, because I talked about this, I already mentioned this. He wants my blood pressure down around 90/60 to 95/70, somewhere in that range. And I didn't want to take blood pressure pills to do that, and I know I can do that by cutting out the salt. And then guess what happens? My blood pressure had been staying around 95/70 because I've already lost, I had lost about 9 of the, the extra about 15 pounds I wanted to lose. I'd already lost 9 of it. And I'd been not eating, because I ate a lot of kielbasa and salami and cured meat. That's terrible for me to be eating. And I ate a lot of peanut butter. So I had cut that out. And so I knew my blood pressure was going to be good, so that I had credibility when I said I can get my blood pressure down myself without taking these drugs, because he really wanted me to take the blood pressure medicine. And so then I have to drive. My Aunt Iva went with me. I had to drive for an hour, and now I don't drive very much at all. It's just don't drive much anymore. And this is like curvy. It's a freeway, but it's like it's sort of in the wilderness. And so I had to drive for an hour with my Aunt Iva over here. And I'm glad she went with me. I'm not being critical. But, and pouring down rain. Absolutely torrential downpour for the whole hour. So when I get there and they take my blood pressure, it was 100/70. And I explained that, I've been keeping it down, but, I drove here in a torrential downpour with my aunt in my ear the whole way. Yeah. Hi, Hollow Man. Hi, Hollow Man. So good to see you. Love you, sweetheart. But yeah, but he could see that I had lost some weight, so I had a little bit of credibility. I don't want to take a drug. If my blood pressure was dangerously high, yeah, I would be taking a blood pressure pill until I could get it down some other way. But it isn't. My blood pressure is normally 110 to 100 over 70. But he wants it down lower than that. Ideally, about 90 over 60. And I know I can do that. All I need to do, if I lose another 10 pounds and I stay on kind of low sodium, my blood pressure will be that low, because I know that. Because I did that last year or year before last. I dropped my weight down. In fact, I can tell by looking at my first live that I did, it was when I had my weight way down like that, because I kind of looked a little bit like a scarecrow. I don't like that look. I don't want to look like that. It's like my head's too big for my body thing. So I intentionally put back on 10 pounds. And then I added another 5 to that, not on purpose. But anyway. Hello, Sweet Pea. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And hello, Hollow Man. Sorry, I'm on a rant. And you know me, when I get on a tear. I was just upset that I did all that work. Like it was all that work. It was quite a chore for me to not eat peanut butter every day, I can tell you that. Because I kid you not. You know, those, not the giant jar, but you know, I think it's 12 ounces of peanut butter. I usually eat one of those every 2 days. But I don't eat much else. That's not a good diet. I'm going to tell you. That is not a good diet. And I do not want to eat peanut butter all the time. I don't even have any peanut butter in my house right now. But when you live by yourself and you're thinking about what am I going to eat, it's real hard to motivate yourself to actually, for me it is anyway, to cook for yourself. Now, I don't mind cooking if I'm sharing it with other people. In fact, I love to cook. In fact, I made this new casserole my friend Karen told me about. If you guys want to write this down. It was actually really good. Now, I don't usually like to use canned soups and stuff like that, but I decided I would try this. What you need is some, like 2 chicken breasts, if you want to. Now, I used 2. I don't like boneless, skinless. I got split chicken breasts. I used 2 split chicken breasts. But I'm going to tell you how my friend Karen did it, because this will be easier. 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. You boil them with a little salt and pepper. You boil that. And shred it, you know. Shred it like you're making pulled chicken. I don't even know if they call it pulled chicken, but shredded chicken. And then you add to that a can of cream of chicken soup and a can of Rotel. Or if you buy the Kroger or Walmart brand, it's called diced tomatoes with green chilies. So either one, can of Rotel or a can of diced tomatoes with green chilies, can of cream of chicken soup, the shredded chicken, mix that together. Then, in a casserole dish, a medium-sized casserole dish, not the big one. I guess it's a 9 by 12. 9 by 12 casserole dish, that's what we're going to call it. Put some butter in the bottom. I mean, like take a stick of butter or some of your homemade butter and rub on the bottom of your and around the edge of your casserole dish. Crumble up whatever your choice of corn chips, whether it's Fritos, Doritos. I like the white restaurante style corn chips. Just crunch that up with your hands. You don't need to get a rolling pin out and do all that stuff. Just crunch it up with your hands and spread it out evenly in the bottom of your casserole dish. Then pour that chicken, because you've mixed the cream of chicken and the rotel and the shredded chicken all together. You spread that over the top of it, and then put your favorite, a cheddar cheese or a Colby Jack cheese. I wouldn't go with the harder cheeses like sharp cheddar, but, you know, like a mild cheddar, which, or Velveeta would actually be good. Put that over the top of it. Put it in the oven at 375 for 25-30 minutes until your cheese is bubbling, until it's bubbling. It actually took mine longer because I put too much chicken and it was like this thick. Don't do that. Then, after it's done, it's nice with a little dollop of sour cream if you like sour cream. You could even put some lettuce with it, you know, kind of make it kind of taco-y. But no, it was, you could put some lettuce on top of it, you know, make it like that. But it was really delicious. I really loved it. And thank you, Jay Wesley. Thank you, Jay. Oh, are you talking, Dee Dee, you're talking about all that salt in that canned soup? Yeah, and in those chips? Yeah, I know. I know. But it's okay once in a while to eat something like that. That's okay once in a while, as long as you don't make a habit of it. You know, all things in moderation. And me eating a jar of peanut butter every 2 days, that's a bad idea. But it's just so easy because I eat my peanut butter right out of the jar with a spoon. So it's just, and sometimes I have a banana and I take a spoon of peanut butter, put on the banana, eat the banana, and that's, yeah. I even did a video about that one time. But yeah, that canned soup, peanut butter is loaded with sodium too. And what I love, kielbasa. I eat kielbasa a lot. I mean, I don't even cook it. And salami. I like to spread cream cheese on a piece of hard Genoa salami and roll it up. Because I don't eat many carbs. I stay below 50 grams of carbs. I don't eat more than 50 grams of carbs. I don't eat sweets. I don't drink pop. I don't, you know, I drink my coffee with my half and half in it. And I don't eat bread or crackers or chips or anything like that normally. But once in a while, I will have something like that. And now I'm back on the 20 grams or less of carbs because I need to drop 10 pounds, and I can probably do that in 2 weeks. And there will be a little bit, I can't do, because of a heart condition, I can't get my heart rate up real high. I can't do cardio. But I can do stretching exercises, and I can step that up a little bit, and that'll help me get the 10 pounds off too. But yeah. Are those gel cell nails? Hi, Lady Lard. Lady Lard, har. Gel cell nails. Yeah. No, you know, it's funny. It's funny that you say that, Dee Dee, because I really don't. I don't salt my food a lot when I cook it. You know, if I'm cooking my food, and I don't use a salt shaker. I mean, I eat a salad and I don't even put any salt on it because there's enough salt in most salad dressing. Yeah, what are jail cell nails? Jail cell nails is sort of sounding a little bit like Ram Jam. But I don't know. But no, these are my nails. And if you see them up close, you will not question that because they're not very pretty. I'm not big on doing much with my nails. what I do is I let my nails grow. Now, I do file them so that they're shaped right. I let my nails grow. When one of them breaks, then I cut them all off, and we start from scratch. Kind of like shaving my head and starting from scratch with the hair. Deuces har har. Deuces har har. I don't know what that means. Does that mean something, Shelley? Deuces har har. What? Does that mean something? I don't know what that means. I've never heard that before. Hi, Sean Mashaw. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for sending me likes. Thank you, Sean. Shelley, we are up to 3,100 likes. Wow. I think that's a lot for us, because I don't tell people that. I should be saying, tap your screen, tap your screen. I forget to even look at the likes. But yeah, Dee Dee, I really, you can't, here's the thing about it. The worst thing for me is sugar and carbs, because I have such a strong family history of diabetes that no matter what I do, if I live long enough, I will become diabetic. I can tell you my aunts, one of my aunts is 75, my youngest aunt. I only have two of my aunts on my mom's side left. And my aunt Iva, little bitty woman, always has been, watches what she eats, is very active, always has been, has never been overweight, has never, been an overeater, doesn't eat a lot of sweets. She's still diabetic. And I was actually told that I can I can stave it off. I don't know if stave is the right word. I can delay the onset of it, but if I live long enough, I will eventually become diabetic. Now, I always think that, I don't have to, because I have been at the verge before. I have been there with the A1C of 7, if that means anything to anybody. And to the point where I had to start monitoring my blood sugar. And I said, no, because my mom was an insulin-dependent diabetic. Both my grandmothers were diabetic. And one of my grandmothers had type 1 diabetes. One of my granddaughters was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when she was 8. The both types run in my family. And I have it from both sides. So I made the decision that no, we are not going down this road. And so I changed my diet, dropped actually altogether from the weight that I gained. Altogether, I lost 50 pounds over a period of about a year. And my A1C is now 5.2, so I'm not even close to being borderline diabetic, so we'll see. And I'm 61, so, we'll see what happens in 10 years. No, mine was at 7. I was at the point where I was having to monitor my blood sugar. That was about 7 years ago, 8 years ago. And it hovered there. It hovered right around 7. I could get it down to like 6.8, 6.9, but could never get it down any lower than that until I dropped that weight. And once I dropped the weight, went right down. And but yeah. So yeah. My mother died from complications of diabetes. Her kidneys failed. But yeah. And my mom was really bad. Now my dad never became diabetic. He died 2 years ago. He was 81, and he would probably still be alive and doing just fine if he hadn't gotten lung cancer. He died 2 years ago. And then the other problem in my family is the heart issues. My mom had quintuple bypass when she was 50, I'm going to say about 53. My dad had a massive heart attack when he was 57. My brother had his first heart attack when he was 45. He's, let's see, 57 now. He's had, I think, 8 heart attacks. He's had stents put in his heart 3 times. My sister is 40, let's see, 12, she's 49. My sister is 49, and she has now had 2 heart attacks. And she had her first one when she was 46 or 47. So, and I have had no heart attacks. I've had 1 stent. Did have 1 stent when I was about 53 years old. Yeah, 53. Those are my 2 probably inevitable things, are the heart problems and the diabetes. But the reason that my blood pressure needs to be kept down so low is because I have a congenital heart defect that has never been corrected. It wasn't diagnosed until I was about 53, 54 years old. And by then I already had congestive heart failure. But anyway, that's why my blood pressure needs to be kept very low. Lower than normal. Oh, Smurfette? Is Smurfette still here? She can't still be here because she should be on her live now. But Shelly, it's 9:12. There's Trudy. Hi, Trudy. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. What is Justin saying? God, you're going to make me delete this app. This love at first sight is scaring me. What? Justin H? I don't know what you're talking about. 44. Yeah. Well, I can tell you, my children's father, I don't like saying my first husband because he was my only husband, but I did divorce him. I did divorce him, but I've never remarried. He died of a heart attack when he was 40. Oh, I want to say he was 40. He was either 47 or I think he was 47. He died of a heart attack. So my kids have it on both sides too, because their grandfather on my husband's side, his dad had his first heart attack when he was only 39 years old. So, and that's how we say it in my family. Hi, Eugene. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. So good to see you. I wanted to say something to you, Eugene, because it didn't even occur to me until after I did it. I hope you don't think that I was mocking you by wearing that hat when I put that backwards hat on. I actually was going to wear it, the way you wear yours, but it didn't work. So I had to turn it around backwards. And I'm not making fun of your glasses because I do wear reading glasses and I have a pair that's almost just like yours. Oh, I'm sorry, Trudy. I'm sorry. Oh, hi, Jack Whitman. Hi, Jack Whitman. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. Shelly, I just came up with a new theory. But Eugene, you know how much I love your videos. I do love them, and when you sometimes you do a song and it just snaps that I gotta duet that. And I actually bought that green hat because my grandson's football colors, he's the Seattle Seahawks. And I couldn't find any Seahawk thing that didn't cost a fortune. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. So I got that lime green hat. So that's what I'll wear to his football games. Oh, thank you, Eugene. Thank you. Shelley, you know Eugene, I'm sorry I say this, and that you probably don't like it any more than my son does, but Eugene is Zach's doppelganger. Anytime, Eugene, I do this to members of my family, like my aunts, I will show them one of your videos and say, look at this, and they're like, oh, Zach is doing that too? And then I can't convince them that you're not my son Zach. So I know it's not just me that thinks that you guys look exactly alike. But yeah, I think that's, that's just me. But it is true. It is really true. And none of them say you look nothing like him. They all can see the resemblance, but to me, it's like spitting image. But anyway, Shelley. Yeah. But I don't, most of the time when people tell me that I look like somebody, I'm usually flattered by it. I can't see it though. Most of the time people tell me I look like somebody, I can't see when I was younger, people used to tell me that I look like Deborah Winger. I could see a similarity between us, but I didn't really think wasn't really our looks. But anyway, Shelley, what I was getting ready to say, who else popped in here? Oh, well, I'm glad you're flattered because, well, I do think my son's awful handsome, so that you should be flattered. Oh my Lord. Anyway, Shelley, before everybody showed up, I was getting ready to say, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay on about 12 more minutes till 9:30, or do you want to get off of here and move along? I'll let you decide. Hi, Tina Jean. Hi, Tina Jean. Thank you for joining us. I'll let you call it, Shelley. No, it's up to you. Do you want to? Should I stay or should I go? You've got to let me know. Oh. I'm gonna start singing too, Shelley, after I teach myself to play the guitar, because you know that I posted it, the video that I did where I showed you my video that I never let anybody see, where you can actually hear me singing. And I will tell you that I didn't just randomly pull that. I did pull the one that I thought sounded the best. And Zack Black told me, and even my Zack told me that was actually good, that I was in key the whole time, that I was actually singing really well. Now, because remember me saying that before, that I think I've actually taught myself to sing by doing the lip syncing videos. Here's what I still don't know if I can do. I don't know if I can carry a tune, without that person singing in the background. Zack says, what Zack told me is once I teach myself to play the guitar, because I've tried it many times, multiple times. I'm going to say at least 7 times in my life I've tried to learn to play the guitar. And I told that whole story early on. So if you didn't hear that whole story, this will be on my YouTube channel probably by sometime tomorrow. And you can go watch it there. But anyway, Zack says that once I learn to play the guitar, then I'll be able to carry a tune. What is Iva doing here? I apparently need to order Iva a vacuum cleaner. She just sent me a text because I order their stuff on Amazon because I have Prime and because they're not good at it. Hello, love Lisa. I have not seen you for such a long time. I have not seen... Chrissy! Hi, sweetheart. See, Shelly, if we stay later, look what happens. Look what happens. Hi, Chrissy. So good to see you, sweetheart. How are you doing? How are you doing? I saw that you did put a video up here recently. And Shelly, if you guys don't know Chrissy... because Chrissy hasn't been here that many times. Oh, I understand. Good. And I'm not going to say, you can say what was wrong with you, Chrissy, if you want to. I mean, I know you put it in your TikToks, but I'm just not going to call that out. You can say it. Chrissy has been very sick. And I think a lot of us have been sick. Hi, True Playa. True Playa. I don't know why, but that sounds like that can be dangerous. Yeah, she had COVID. And how long now, Chrissy, have you had COVID? Because I got sick the Monday after Mother's Day, but I had a COVID test and I didn't have COVID, but I'm still not quite over it. Whatever it is I had 2 weeks ago. But are you now starting to feel better? I think I'm about the only person in my family that I haven't had COVID once. Myself and my Uncle Walter and my son, we have not had. Now I've had several COVID tests, but I have not tested positive. 75%, good. Hi, Fun Under the Influence. Thank you for joining us. And Youper, thank you for joining us. But, yeah. I haven't really been making videos either, Chrissy. One thing, I've had a really bad sore throat and lost my voice from whatever the virus was that I had. And, and I sing when I make the videos, even though you're not supposed to ever hear that. But we broke that rule last week. But yeah, I think I may have only done, I've done one video, full blown. And then I did one where I was laying in bed. I did that Take Me to the River with John Cabrera. And, oh, no. Really? Yeah, I do. I can tell you because I didn't go to the doctor because I didn't want any more antibiotics. I don't go out. I'm pretty isolated. But where I got it from, my grandson, they came from Ohio for Mother's Day, and my birthday was the Tuesday after Mother's Day, or Wednesday, I'm sorry. Not that it matters. But when they came down, I got it from my grandson, because when they went back home that Monday after they got back home, the Monday after Mother's Day, he was, I mean, he's 9. He was so sick, my daughter had took him to the doctor, number one, because they'd been down here and she wanted to make sure he didn't have COVID because he'd been around me and you know, other members of our family. And he did not have COVID. I'm not sure what they gave him. And then my other grandson, who lives here, got sick. They gave him antibiotics and an inhaler. And there's a couple of other members of my family that I haven't even been around that have this. And they've had it for about 3 weeks. And I'm just now starting to kind of get over it, where I'm not taking those coughing fits at night. So I think, but yeah, my grandson brought me an extra gift for Mother's Day and my birthday. But yeah, and it is some flu that's going around here. Yeah, it's exactly what it is, because I did take a COVID test. Even though my grandson took one, I took a COVID test, and it was negative. There's Ridge Runner, and I still haven't figured out where Ridge Runner is from. If people from West Virginia are called Ridge Runners. I can't remember who are called Ridge Runners, or is it Virginia? And Ridge Runner, you haven't answered that for me. Hi, Liz420. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us. But, yeah, there's a couple of people in my family. I mean, one of my daughters has had it now 3 times. She's had it 3 times. And her husband had it. He was in the hospital with it. And, but she works in a hospital. And she's gotten it 3 different times. Hello, sweetheart. Good to see you. Hi, Oscar Lit. Oh, I don't know. Oscar. Yeah. She's had it 3 times. And my other daughter has had it twice. I think my granddaughter has had it twice. But there are several people in my family that have had it more than once. And, you know, some of the older people now, you know, my one cousin who's an ER doctor, he's only had it once, but it was really bad. He was in the hospital for pretty close to a month. And one of my other cousin's wives was, and you know, I don't know if you know Mrs. Johnson, one of my moderators, who actually isn't here tonight. She was really bad with it, but it was because of the COVID, and she's diabetic. And the complications of the diabetes, she was in the hospital for quite a while. But they are all okay. Hi, you love. That is very sweet. Thank you, Oscar. Good to see you. What state? I'm in Kentucky. I'm in central Kentucky, I think it's called. I used to think it was eastern Kentucky, but then I learned it's not. Because I was born here. I was born about 2 miles from where I live now. But I never really lived here. I spent summers here with my grandparents. I grew up primarily in Texas. And have lived all over. Because my dad was career military. I lived in the military until I was 18 years old. Because my dad went in the military when he was 17 years old. He did get out for a very short time when he was 21, and that's when he married my mom, and then he went right back in. And when I was little bitty, my dad was in Korea, as a matter of fact. Hi, Connie Parker. Yeah, Diane, it was really rough for her. Number one, she was away from home because she pressed her luck and went back to New York and to a wedding and got COVID and then ended up having to isolate in a hotel. And it was bad. Hello, Connie Parker. Thank you, Oscar, for sending me likes. You know, I had an Uncle Oscar, as a matter of fact. I like the name Oscar. But, well, Shelley, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. We are at 5.9 thousand likes, and I don't usually even pay any attention to that, but we are at 5,900 likes. There he is. There is that bad Brad who has been, I pretty much thought you went the way of Moto Gator. You know, went the way of the dodo bird. I thought you had become as extinct as Moto Gator, Brad. Oh, really? Well, I noticed that, Shelley. When other people are on live, mine doesn't update like yours does. I've noticed that too. But anyway, I was going to say something about that. But now that Brad is here, yeah, she was from, my friend Diane was originally from Manhattan. So we have 7,000 likes. Yeah, I know you're still around. I didn't question that. I knew you were still around. You just choose not to be around us. Right? Fishing. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? You can't take Moto Gator used to be out on a tractor or something while he was on my live. You're going to tell me you can't take your phone out on a boat or wherever you fish from. Oh, you're in Saratoga Springs? I actually have a family member that lives in... Hi, Greg Pulaski. Thank you for joining us. I'm not... Fishing is not going to really be... Oh, Katie. Thank you, Katie. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I saw you earlier, but I didn't realize you were still here. Hello, sweetheart. Weren't you, Katie, weren't you here earlier? I would have sworn I saw you earlier. Yeah, that is. Thank you. Oh, you know what? You can send all the roses that you want to, and I appreciate it, but it is not going to make up for you having not been here for months on end. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean weeks on end. Sorry, you guys. I'm berating one of my moderators who's deserted us, and he wonder why he doesn't come back. Because every time he shows up, that's all I do is give him a hard time for having not been here. Sorry, Brad. I'm going to take a different strategy. Oh, hi, Brad. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so glad that you're here. And it doesn't matter if you only come once in a while. Oh my God. Did that sound fake? Did that sound fake? Oh Lord. Sorry, Brad. I promise this. What is this? I did this hairdo because my hair is out of control because, you know, we did have a tornado. We had a tornado warning and my hair actually looked like I might have been in a tornado. But that's not funny. I should not be laughing about that. But so I couldn't do anything with it, so I just pulled it back here and stuck a barrette in it, and it's really, and then this thing keeps falling in my face, and I'm like, what is this? And then it reminded me of when I was watching the Johnny Depp trial. I was calling it the Amber. Did you see that day when she had that piece of hair hanging in her face. And, oh my God. Oh, I am horrible. Oh my God. Yeah, I've met people on here that live close by me. There's Connor. Hi, Connor. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you so much for joining us. I still haven't heard from your grandma. She's apparently written me off. She's done with me. I think she's done with me now, Connor. You're going to have to sweet talk her into being my friend again. I don't know why it would, you would think, wouldn't it occur to me to call her? Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Connor. No, Shelley, what I was going to say until Brad showed up is that when we get to a certain number of likes that we'll go ahead and go. But Brad, I am going to go ahead and go because it's 9:36 and Shelley has been here. Sorry, snatching my clothes. Shelley's been here the whole time, and I don't really want to keep her any longer, and I know that she will stay right here as long as I do, unlike some of my moderators. Sorry, Brad. I had to get another dig in. What are you saying, OMG, really? Shelley, look, who is the number one now? Who's got the ribbon for number one next to their name? What kind of baloney is that? Brad is our number one viewer. He is our number one viewer, Shelley. How is that, Paul? You know why? Because he sent those roses. People that send gifts, it does make them number one. I know you did. I saw them and I said thank you after I said the other thing that I said. I said thank you for the flowers, Brad, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Thank you, Brad, for the roses. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I know. So he knocked me down to number 2 and you down to number 3. You know what? You know why I'm my own number one viewer? Is because I guarantee you I am the only person on my alternate account who watches every single one of my videos from my other account, because I do. Every single time. Every video that I make, I watch on my other account. Because that's just how I do it. After you got berated. Yeah. And you know what's funny about that? Because MotoGator can desert us pretty much completely, as Zack can desert us pretty much completely. And oddly enough, when they come here, I don't do that to them. What is that about? You're the only one that I do that to. That's curious. That's actually curious. That is curious behavior, Brad. Why don't I do that to them? I really don't. I don't do that to anybody else. When they come, I'm like, oh. When you come, I'm like, rawr. It is curious. I think it deserves some analysis as to why that would be true. Hi, Joy. 177. Hi, Kevin Henry. Yeah. He comes in, swoops in and becomes number one viewer. Sorry. You know, my allergies Blake mowed today, but you know, it is wet. My allergies have not been that bad since I've had this flu. Brad, I've been making butter today. Hi, Brian Spencer. Now, I said we're going to go. It's 9:40. And Brad, you need to come back next week. And why can't you fish and TikTok at the same time? I have one friend. His name is something Fisherman. I haven't seen him for a while, actually. I bet he's fishing, too. He makes his TikToks about fishing. He's called something Fisherman. He makes his TikToks about fishing. A lot of them. Not all of them. So you could do both. No, here it's 9:40, sweetheart. Remember, we're Eastern Standard Time. You're whatever that is out there. Hi, Jim Morrow. Oh, Jim Morrow. I actually went to school with somebody named Jim Morrow. Spelled exactly the same. And I've never met another person with that name. I was in 8th grade. No, was that 8th grade? No, it wasn't. It was, 8th grade. Where did we live? It was when we lived in Maryland. It was either Pennsylvania or Maryland. I can't remember which. I can picture it. It was Pennsylvania. That was when I lived in Pennsylvania. I went to school with a boy named Jim Morrow. No, I'm thinking it was 7th grade. Well, whatever. Anyway, I did know somebody named Jim Morrow. I actually had a crush on him when I was in 7th or 8th grade. Well, no, we don't. Because Shelly is at the same time as me, and I'm not keeping Shelly on here until 10 o'clock at night because she has to go to work tomorrow. She has to be at work at like 7:30 in the morning. Hi, Zeron0. And Brad, you actually missed a really good Ram Jam tonight, too. It was actually really funny. And I was actually embarrassed because people saw me lose my... People saw me lose my temper a little bit. I'm doing just fine, Zeron. How are you doing? But Brad, I really do. I want to let Shelly go. And we'll be here same time, same channel next week. So you can come back. And we'll let you go to rest up for tomorrow's fishing. Zack is actually in Louisville. He's not fishing or hunting right now. He's in Louisville. They're down there to take Zoe to the Louisville Zoo for her birthday, because that's what she wanted for her birthday, was to go to the zoo, and they didn't want to go to Columbus because she's already been to the Columbus Zoo several times. But anyway, like I always say, I want this to be your favorite TT show every Thursday night. So I'll see you next week. Same time, same station. Love y'all. Bye, Brad. Bye, Shelly. Bye, Chrissy, whoever's left. Love y'all.